create an overtone note. So stick around and I'll show you the basics of how to produce your own overtones. So welcome, and my name's Susana and I'm an overtone singer from Sydney, Australia. I don't do it professionally, I don't perform it anywhere, I just do it for you guys and for TikTok and just really for my own self-healing as a form of meditation, and because I just like to connect with voice, and it's a beautiful self-discovery of voice and how much you like to get frustrated while learning something, basically. So don't expect this to be an easy journey, but I promise it's fun. So if you would like to learn the absolute basics of overtone singing, then get yourself ready. If you've had a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and your voice is nice and warm, beautiful. If not, let's do a quick vocal warm-up, because it's very important to do a very quick warm-up. And the way I like to do a warm-up session is I grab my beautiful crystal bowl, and I have a few of them. This one's infused with mother of pearl and she's gorgeous. Now if you feel like this note is too maybe high for you, then feel free to sing it in a lower register if you can, or maybe harmonize with this one if it's more comfortable with you. But for girls, this should be a very comfortable note. So to warm up, all we're going to do is go the M sound, and while you do it, I don't want you to be lazy about it. Don't go we're not humming a baby to sleep. I want you to warm up your voice, so you need to engage the voice. So and if you can sound ridiculous while you're doing it, then you'll warm up even better still. So now some of you may already hear your own overtones coming through if you're placing the resonance of the sound up in the nasal behind your nose or in that masking area. I'm not a professional singer or anything like that, so I think they call it the mask or masking. So you need to build or bring up the resonance up here so you can feel it up there. So let's try that again, then we'll move on. Beautiful. Now let's do the NG, ng sound. Now just sustain the N position. Now just sustaining the N sound there, you should already hear overtones coming through. Now let's do the M sound again. Now that we're warmed up, and feel free to stop, rewind and just do the warm up a few times. It will make a difference to when we're progressing to step 2, which will be any second now. So once you've learned to sustain a note, and believe it or not, learning to just sustain one note, even for vocalists, does take training. It's being able to tune into one specific note and being able to sustain that one note. And it takes focus, concentration, and you know, being able to sustain your it says like hold your breath basically. When I first started singing, you know, doing my overtones, just sustaining that one fundamental note, that was a challenge in itself, trying to do it for 10, 12, 15 seconds. Now I can do it easy 30 seconds if I warm up. So that's very important to learn how to sustain the one note, not only to be in tune with the one note, but obviously for breath control. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with the sound, so the and as we're singing the slowly switch to singing the word you. So Mmmmmm. Now you'll notice the switch from the to the U sound before you start saying U, that your tongue placement is in the perfect spot to be able to create one of the overtones. Let's do that together and just try and hear yourself and just be very mindful of the switch of the and then try and hold your tongue in that position when you're creating the Y sound. Ready? Sorry, we'll start with the Can you already hear the first harmonic? So the next stage that we're going to do is, you can start it from the Y or you can start it from the When you're first starting out, it's probably better to start it from the and work your way through the O and the U. So you and you, the word you, it positions your tongue in the perfect spot to go through the overtone scale from the starting position of the Y, U, and the vowels of the O and the U changes the tongue, changes the overtones. Let's try it together. Start from I think I could hear you from here. Ooh, could you hear it? So that's the basics of overtone singing. Once you have the resonance in the right spot, and then you're working through the vowels, which basically is then muscle memory on what your tongue is doing from there to there, and everything in between to create the different notes of the overtone scale. Let's try it again together. Ready? From the and go back to from U to UE. Well done. Are you excited? Could you hear them for yourself? If not, if you don't get it straight away, just keep practicing. It's all about practice. But once you get it, you'll feel so excited. And then in the next level, once you can start hearing something, it's all about obviously practicing every day, and then muscle memory of where your tongue is placed to create certain notes of the overtone scale. And then you'll just remember, it's like when you're whistling, how do you produce the different notes? It's tongue placement, basically. That's all it is. So same with overtone singing. It's tongue placement, but it's also where the resonance is sitting in order for the tongue placement to then obviously produce the overtones. So I hope you enjoyed the absolute basics of overtone singing. If you did enjoy this video, please, I would love a like. And I would love any questions that you have. I'm happy to help you, okay? So enjoy the overtone journey. Bye.